This is the Ultimate Chi. Welcome back to another episode of War of Divisions Arena. Well, this will just be War of Divisions because I guess I only have about 15 minutes to show off my account here real quick and the results of the last Road to Top 50. And then I'll get back to arena videos later on today. Um, so this is my account. I go by the account name Happy Cat. So if you guys play this game and you're interested in adding me, um, please do so. I do need some friends that log on almost every day to give out friend medals because I need the Odin shards and the Medina shards. Just to show you how long I've played. Uh, Total logins 78 days. So I'm about 68 days. So I'm about 70 days in, a little over 2 months. This is a super whale account, so 2 months Royal 10 is I guess 2 months Royal 10 is pretty super whaley. Uh, and here's what I got in terms of units. Alright, real quick. Here's what I got for here's what I got for the last arena. This one right here. Uh, Arena for November 16th. Rank 55. We couldn't break 50. By the end of it, I was around 43-ish. But like I said, the arena gets super competitive overnight, like especially right before the reset. And I thought it was resetting on Wednesday, but it wasn't. It reset it today, so that's not good. I think what's gonna happen is the Final Fantasy 4 guys are gonna come out on Wednesday. So I don't know if Howlet is still gonna be bonus for this week. Seems like Howlet is still bonus for this week. So they're gonna give you roughly 5 days to max out Kane, or at least get him to like 89. King Cecil and Rosa around 89, so you can actually run him in Arena. Realistically, I expect to see a ton of Cecils. And because Cecil's light type, I expect to see a ton of Super Sterns also on Arena and starting next week, the next Arena row. So in that situation, I think what I'm gonna do for the next arena, well, not this one. This week, we'll probably run a similar build to what I was running before. But next week, what I'll do is I'll run probably Vanera and Shadowlinks as some kind of evade team to see if I can cheese some wins off of Cecil. So this is my account. These are all my URs. I almost have a whole wall full of URs. Ayaka special. This is her for. She's my first UR that I ever got. Uh, at the time, my friend told me to get into the game because I saw the commercial with Final Fantasy Tactics, and that was one of my favorite games growing up. So I started playing Final Fantasy Tactics. So I started this game, but unfortunately, I started the game right when the second Tactics collaboration only had 3 days left, and my friend was like, "Yeah, you're never gonna be able to max those guys, so yeah, don't try." And to this day, I regret not getting Agrius or Ramza or any of those guys. Uh, Much less Delita and Sid. Not as big of a fan of Sid. He did recommend me get Gafgarion because I was planning to free to play at the time. Don't ask me how I went from free to play to Super Whale. I have a bad I have bad self control when it comes to app games. Let's just leave it at that. So my first UR was um Ayaka, and then Kyofei, and Rain. Uh, I just ended up getting better rolls with Ayaka because I kept rolling her shards. So Ayaka, I maxed out a bit earlier. But the person that my first UR 99 is Ildira, because I saw how good Ildira's kit was and how well it was for farming. I figured that would have been the best investment. So I rolled the banner and I got her. But at that point, it was already too late because the bingo board was gone. The extra shard quests are gone. Whatever. basically every time a UR unit comes out, you get extra UR shards, or you get ways to get more UR shards, and that was gone. So I basically had to farm Ildira shards the old-fashioned way. But this was around the 6 month anniversary because right after the Tactics collab was the 6 month anniversary, and they gave you a lot of these. You can buy for 2,000 Visual. I think it's paid. Uh, and you'll get the guarantee summon ticket where you get to summon one unit, uh, summon shards for one unit, and I think it's like 50 shards. So I summoned them all for Ildira, and I got her to 99. So this became one of my best farmers. Unfortunately, Ildira is not as good in Arena, because right after that collab was the, I think, the Crystal Chronicle collab where they gave you Mind Flayer, and Mind Flayer is one of the best espers. Like it's hands down one of the best espers when compared to like Ramu, who's UR. Ramu's a UR Esper, and it doesn't come with Man Eater, and it comes with less magic than Mind Flayer. So I definitely recommend Mind Flayer. But Mind Flayer Ildira is very good against fire guys, because now not only are they weak to water, you've got Main Killer on top of that. The problem is it makes Ildira super weak to lightning, and I just get one-shotted by Orlando and Federica, and I have no idea why. I was like, is weakness that big of an issue? Well, in that time, I didn't have the Solidus card yet. I didn't even have any good vision cards. I was just getting one-shotted by people. Um, and that's when I realized, oh yeah, it wasn't until recently, like 2 weeks ago, when I started playing more PvP in Arena, that I realized that. So Dira was my first UR, and then from there, things started picking up. So Ildira, and then a week ago was when Laswell Glaciella came out. When Laswell and Glaciella came out, he came out with Rain, right? He came out with like a optional thing for Rain. So I pulled a bunch of Laswell and Glaciella shards. I got Laswell from like the first or second pull, and I got Glaciella. Glaciella cost me like uh more than I'm willing to admit. Let's say Glaciella brought me from Royal 7 to almost 9. I guess that's how much she cost. So Glaciella, I was about to give up because like I was just pulling free Visior. So what I did was I would buy the packs and then I would pull the free Visior and I would leave the paid Visior. And I just eventually said, screw it, I'll roll the free Visior. I rolled the paid Visior too. And even then, like I was having issues rolling her. She did not want to come. Um, and of course, like for any of these URs, you don't really need to chase them because they'll come eventually. Uh, so I got her, uh, and it was because it was her event, I believe. Like you get free Glaciella shards that month, so that's why I wanted to play her. Also because the King Behemoth thing was out. Until I realized the King Behemoth thing can easily be done with four Ildiras. So that goes to show how crazy Ildira is in terms of farming. You can even farm Ray bosses with her. Uh, so that was right when I almost had enough shards to max out Rain. And then right when the tower came back, I was able to max out Rain, and I got his sword, so Rain became one of my staple tanks. From there, the next event was Ryu and Leela, and because the games progressively get stronger, um, Ryu and Leela are basically 4 months ahead of everybody else because they're from Japan's Halloween event. So I had to get them too. And they were pretty quick. I think I pulled Leela on my first in the first step up where it was like a 50% or 25% chance to pull Leela. So I pulled Leela and I also pulled Ryu. But at the same time there was a wind event going on, so I was able to max out Lucia. Or did the wind event come when Howlet came out? But either way, I was able to max out Lucia. And I always wanted a gunner team. So I have Lucia maxed out, and then Howlet and Skull came out, and they didn't take a lot of polls. I think those two took less than 10 polls total, which was really good. Uh, I pulled Howlet right off the bat, but I kind of wanted Skull, so I had to go pull the banner to try and get Skull. And it's really awkward when they're both of them are on one banner, and you have another banner where it's step up, because then if you pull one of them in the step up, it's like, oh, now I gotta risk pulling the same guy on the banner again. So that's not good. My first level 99 is Gafgarian here. My friend was telling me to level Gafgarian. He wasn't opening a new account at the time, so he didn't know that I got Shadow Links and Medina for free. So I ended up with two Dark Slash type units. Gafgarian is good, but it's not like Shadow Link's good. Like Shadow Links is good enough to go on an evade team in PvP. Like Gafgarian, you can't really put him in PvP and be viable because his range is short and he walks really slow. So his range is crappy and he's only moving 3. And you don't want your glass cannon to do that because you'll just get wrecked. I guess Gafgarian technically can be in an evade team, right? I don't remember whether or not he has evade because I think he has soldier. Does he have evade? Nope. And he self-sacrifice isn't as good as Blaze Soul because Blaze Soul actually gives you evade versus self-sacrifice. You just get sacrificed. And then these are the units I'm working on, right? So Kilfei is almost maxed out. I just did a hard quest for her today, and I was like, wait, why did I do the hard quest for her? I'm not in a hurry to max her out, and within the next week, uh, Kilfei, I will get the 5 shards for Kilfei because you get the whatever works, stone works, light work, dark work, where you actually get 5 shards of each element of uh of each unit based on element. The other person I'm working on is Venera, so I'm looking to her for my evade team. My Ketone is too far down. He's only limit break 2 and not even awakened, so Ketone isn't going anywhere. Probably not until the anniversary, where they're giving out a ton of shards. So what's gonna happen is I'm hoping to roll Ketone and then a bunch of Ketone shards and run Ketone as evade and run an evade team, preferably before the anniversary. I mean, they're already giving out a lot of really anti-evade stuff, like you get like that wolf helm that just came out. You're looking at 40 accuracy. I think 40 accuracy. Let's say one accuracy counters one evade. If they're holding like something that like got 40 accuracy, um, and you put it on someone like a Laswell, that's like 55 accuracy on top of the sword. Uh, they're looking at like 60% accuracy. They're bound to hit you eventually. So unless you're doing a ton of damage, which evade teams normally don't because you don't have the vision cards to do it. Um, unless you're doing a ton of damage, you're not killing anybody.